Check those calendars, folks. Valentine's is next week, and this morning we have an opportunity to chat with one of Instagram's top couple therapists. This is a good conversation. Joining me now is Julie Manano. Good morning. How you doing today?
Hi, Mariah. Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be here.
Lovely day indeed. We're happy that you were able to zoom in with us this morning. You sent us your national best-selling book, Secure Love. Talk to us more about what viewers can learn from it.
Sure. So all of us humans have the same basic relationship needs. We all need to feel emotionally safe and emotionally connected, underneath all the surface details of every relationship. And I really love this quote. All couples are ever asking each other is, are you going to be there for me when I really need you? And, most couples do need to learn how to name and communicate their emotional needs. And this is what we mean by vulnerability. And the opposite of vulnerable communication is protective communication, which makes partners think, especially during conflict, that they're enemies of each other, when really the enemy is these negative cycles that they're getting stuck in.
Absolutely. I've definitely learned one of my favorite quotes when it comes to love is that love is a verb. It's an action word. So you're not just talking the talk, but you're actually showing your partner that you love and care for them. Just like you said, if they need you in a vulnerable time, they've got to step up. So why do you think readers resonated with the book?
I think because most people do, need to learn how to use vulnerable communication. It's not intuitive, especially for people who weren't raised in homes where they're learning to do this kind of language. And, learning to speak vulnerably is the difference between a relationship that's just kind of humming along, surviving conflict, and actually repairing it and growing from it. And couples can learn to use their conflict as opportunities to bond.
Yeah, of course. Bringing people closer together, especially feeling good once you get on the other side of whatever that obstacle was that was in between you guys.
Yeah.
Securing love, that needs to be learned. So how can we learn that?
Well, that's what the book is there for. It's to help people walk through, kind of get in touch with their own emotional needs. There's a lot of different parts and pieces of that, moving parts when it comes to getting in touch with our needs. And, what I provide in the book is like, here are some scripts, here's kind of how to tap in and learn what's going on underneath the surface. And here are some things you can say, because what happens is if we don't have the words, in tough conflict, again, we fall back into that protective place that sounds like, well, you're just being irrational, or you just don't care. And, secure love sounds different. It sounds like, I have a different way of seeing this situation right now, but I'm still willing to see you and understand you and stay connected with you, even through this tension that's between us right now.
Absolutely. And I'm skimming through the book right now as well, and I see that you also talk about different stages in relationships. We know it's not always the honeymoon phase, that fades fairly quickly sometimes, and you get through real issues. So tell me, how can couples recognize when they're ready or even stuck in a transition point?
Yeah, so all relationships move through stages, and each of these stages, it's important to kind of understand that there's always questions that are needing answers in each stage before moving on. And sometimes couples try to move on too quickly before they've really explored, are these questions being answered before we go forward? The first stages are just more simple, like feeling it out. Do we want to spend more time together? Then we go into dating, and we're asking things like, is there physical chemistry? Are we able to emotionally connect? Do our nervous systems feel calm with each other? And if that's yes, then we move to deeper commitment, more serious questions like, do we have values that align? And here is the most important piece in this stage, which is, how are we doing conflict? And I think that's where some couples really get stuck, is they're not able to do conflict in a way where they can talk about hard things and still stay emotionally connected and emotionally safe with each other. And I think it's less about, are we able to do this already, or are we willing to learn and grow together through this stage? And, you know, if couples are finding themselves stuck, it can be really important to go back and say, you know, what did each stage of our relationship need from us that maybe we were missing? And are we willing to have that hard conversation now?
Yes, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and going to the basics, really sitting down, having a conversation with your partner. And I would say the thing is, you change as a person. You know, if you've been in a relationship for years, you're not going to stay the same person. So sometimes it's okay if you do start seeing yourself, you know, in arguments a lot. Just take a step back and really evaluate each other and see how you can grow closer together. That's really good advice. I like that. What usually needs to change for a relationship to evolve from surviving conflict to feeling truly secure?
Yeah, so this is where couples do need to learn how to, you know, communicate vulnerably with each other. That is the difference between surviving and thriving. You know, survival language sounds like, you know, again, like you're irrational or you're, you know, just uncaring. And when couples can kind of learn to lean in to different ways to communicate with each other, like, you know, my anger is my way of trying to bring attention to the problem because I'm so desperate to reach you. And I know that leaves you feeling attacked, or, you know, I defend myself because I want to be seen as worthy. And I see how that leaves you feeling invalidated and alone. And these kinds of conversations really do lead to closeness. And, you know, it's the access, the reliable access to closeness that is really what makes a relationship be secure.
Very much important there as well. Julie, you've dropped so many good gems, and I know more are in the book. Everybody at home watching, if you want to grab yourself a copy, we've got the link for you on our As Seen on Day to Day page. Thank you so much for sharing, Julie.
You're welcome, Mariah. Thanks for having me.
Of course.